I texted Anish after I saw the movie for the first time, and that I've said, you have made a contribution to the vocabulary of cinema. That's very, very difficult to do. All the tricks are out of the bag at this point, but um, it's a really ingenious attempt to dramatize what's happening in real life right now, which is that more and more of us are communicating through our devices. And so, how do you as a storyteller, depict that? And Anish went inside the computers, inside the tablets, and yet it feels like a movie. It feels like a thriller. Kudos. I'm just glad I was there. Well, we're all, last time I checked, we're all members of a family, and even though we may not be parents, we're all children, and there's something elemental about that bond. It's really easy to relate to. It was for me, being a dad. Past that, I think, this is it's a movie, but I like to call it a page turner. This is just how is this going to turn out? And there's so many twists and turns in it. We wanted to keep that emotional through line there and keep them guessing at the same time. So I hope it worked. I think it's pushing on a lot of fronts. We've got it's saying something about the time that we live in. It's making a contribution to what I think is a really classic genre. And also, I can't look past the visual of the family that it depicts. And they're Korean American. They're specifically Korean American, but it doesn't have any bearing on the plot or the story. So on a lot of things, on a lot of fronts, it's doing something new and bold. And for people to respond to it, it's very, very gratifying. Listen, this is a good, rock'em sock'em time. It's going to be a fun night out with a compelling story, and we hope to keep you guessing. And it's a great. What I love about the device thing too is like we have all these big feelings when we're putting them into our little devices, and our movie takes it and goes, "Oh no, what you're feeling is big. Look at it on the big screen." And then also, especially with the thriller genre. It's something that I think works best with a crowd. And to be in these screenings and to hear the gasps and the hoots and the hollers and the oh my gods, I think that's how you want to see movies. He brings such ingenuity and energy and intelligence. I don't know who else could have pulled it off. And I sensed that, and I didn't want to do the project until I sat down with him and thought, because I did think that this was a problem that this little puzzle. I didn't know whether I wanted to get involved with it, but he's so ingenious and so charismatic. I said yes, and I'm glad I did because I saw him work through this Rubik's Cube, and it was a doozy. And the work he put into it after we finished photography, almost 2 years editing. I say editing because they had to create all these worlds after we finished shooting. It's a staggering work.